All right. Sarah? Sarah? Okay. I'm not gonna mess with you, okay? All right, don't worry. Where'd you come from? I don't want to know? Oh, baby, all right, now I do want to know. That's it. When somebody says you don't want to know, absolutely, yeah, give me all of that information. What did you do? Where'd you come from?
A meditation group.
Oh, sick. What was the meditation group? Well, hold on. Someone's trying to Google what you're talking about. Someone's like, hold on, immediate meditation group. I'm in. Well, let's just get this started anyway. All right, let's just start. I'm a little nervous. You guys are a sexy crowd. I'm happy to be here. Oh, big woo. Oh, that's a big woo. That's a
birthday girl. Whoop.
I like how defeated you sound. That's a birthday girl whoop. I have to go home with that whoop. You could be a little bit more cheerful, a slightly more support. That's a birthday girl whoop. I'm happy to be here, you know, like a little bit. Wood, nice. You're killing it, man. You'll get your dick sucked tonight. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's a birthday whoop for you. As you finish, go whoop whoop. Wow.
She's not feeling well all of a sudden.
All right. She's got a headache. Yeah, she'll have a different form of headache later on, right? Let's cut the chit chat. This is getting off the rails immediately. It's immediately off the rails. I did not mean to do this. As you said, my name is Jacob. Jay and I started together. As he did not mention, I have autism. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. A lot of people wonder, how is it being autistic? I don't know, man. Try it. Go get a vaccine. Aha! Oh, you don't know what I'm going to say. I do like that joke. I know some of you pulled back on that joke. I get it. And I understand that at some point I'm going to do that joke and somebody in the crowd is going to go, "Woohoo, buddy!" And I have to kill that man. All right? I get it. I understand. I do that joke because I have a gift from God. I have what's called autistic inertia, which I know sounds like I travel at the speed of autism. But what it actually means is that I can't stop doing the task if I'm in the middle of doing a task, which normally doesn't affect me unless I'm jerking off in public. What are you gonna do if you're at Ross, huh? You know, dress for less, come for more. You know? This is true. One time it did affect me. I used to work at a rock climbing gym, and one day it was just me at this rock climbing gym. I'm at the front. I'm just printing some stuff, right? Printing some papers, and this lady comes in to climb. And a few minutes later, she gets hurt, and she needs help, but I was printing something. So I couldn't help her until I hit double-sided with her. I was like, lady, I'm so sorry. I know I don't look autistic. I get that. I know I'm not wearing a SpongeBob shirt. I get it. I think I am what is called an autism 9. Where you're like, thank you for nodding. Thank you for going, I get it, is that you see me and you're like, he's like a 6, he's autistic? You know what, I might, honestly. Didn't know I would. I posted that joke online and it did very well because I'm a very good comedian, thank you. And a lot of autistic people were angry in the comments. They were like, and by the way, I knew it was autistic people because it was in all caps. And I know my people, I get it. There was also Adventure Time photo, you know, and they were like, you can't say that because that's saying autistic people are ugly. That's not what I'm saying, all right? What I am saying is that autistic people can look any different way. They can be ugly, they can be hot. I dated a girl who's autistic, and you know she's hot because Jacob don't get down with no uggos. That's my favorite joke of the whole set, all right? Think about like 15 minutes from now, I'm still thinking about that, all right? By the way, I was diagnosed with Asperger's, which is a horrible curse to give a child. Just 9 years old, having to tell another child that you have Asperger's, that's just asking to be bullied. I just said I had AIDS. It was easier. But I was diagnosed with Asperger's, and they didn't explain my diagnosis to me, which is insane. Like, imagine you go to a doctor, and you're like, I have some problem with my stomach. And then they're like, oh, your results came back. You have chronic diarrhea. And you're like, oh, what does that mean? And the doctor's like, you'll find out. It's just like, all right, okay. Hey, quick question, guys. Who here wants more autistic jokes? Okay. Just know that this is the show. And that autistic people generally, stereotypically, don't change. So hop on board, all right? Get on the train, all right? I am autistic. I don't like trains, but I will reference them, okay? I will say that I don't like to tell people I'm autistic, but I do like to give autistic breadcrumbs where like, I give little hints, you know, and if people put it together, you know, they're like, ah, aha, you know? Such as an example, I was at work the other day and my two coworkers were talking about birthdays and I know everybody's birthday. So one of them to the other goes, hey, what's my birthday? And I from across the room went, it's September 13th! And they go, what? And then I started pointing at everybody, listing off everybody's birthdays one at a time. And then I started listing off the days they're gonna die! Because I know that, alright? Got it all planned. Sorry, Sarah, but it's June 12th, okay? It's June 12th, I'm sorry. I don't want to spoil it, but it's gonna be pretty gay. Take a little sippy here. But yeah, I get a lot of people who after shows they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "Oh, my relative is autistic," and I'm like, "Oh, gross," you know. Don't take away my special thing. But one guy he came up to me and he was like, "My son's autistic," and I started talking with him and he was, you know, just talking with him and telling him about how like I live on my own. And I could see the hope in his eyes for his son as I told him, you know, I'm financially independent, I support myself. And then I saw his eyes really light up as I told him I get laid. He was like, my son's gonna get his dick sucked? And I was like, yeah, by me, where is he? I'm trying to fill a dream here. Man. I told one lady I was autistic and she was like, I always just thought you were a Libra. All right, thank you. I started going to therapy recently. Anybody here going to therapy? Gross. You raise your hand, take that back, all right? I'm just joking. I for a little while I stopped going to therapy and it's because at one point, my therapist was bad, but also I was in the lobby waiting for therapy and I looked around the lobby and I saw that everybody else looked like they needed therapy and I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go like get a haircut or something. Just figure this out. But I stopped going to that lady because at one point she told me two pieces of advice which were terrible. One time I told her, I was like, yeah, on paper I'm doing well, but like inside I feel bad. And she was like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I was like, what kind of life do you live, lady? And then the next thing that she told me was that she was like, Jacob, I don't think you're autistic. And I was like, what did you just say to me? And she was like, I just said that I don't think you're autistic. I was like, no, what you just told me is that you just think I'm bad at being a person. And then she was like, I didn't mean it like that. And I was like, well, that's what it means. So now I'm going to a new therapist and talking about my old therapist to the new therapist, which is a real like pyramid scheme style situation. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said it's LuLaRoe.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a pyramid scheme.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm 27, so...
I'm 60, so...
Yeah, no, you don't need to tell me. I'm a dick on stage, but I'm a nice guy off stage, but also horribly awkward. Don't talk to me. All right? The thing is that I hate arrogant people, but I love being arrogant so much. I hate arrogant people, which is like the thing is that I found the most arrogant people are people who drink coffee. I don't drink coffee because I'm a good little Christian boy. And the other day my friend had a cup of coffee, no lid on this coffee. So I was like, hey man, you should get a lid. And he was like, I don't need a lid. I know how to walk. Next step, he burned himself, his hands, his face, everything, because I tripped him. Yeah. When I give you advice, it's for a reason. Right? Just gotta keep it up. I do have a girlfriend, thank you. My girlfriend, she has ADHD, so she hates making decisions because they like stress her out. So we'll like go to a restaurant and I don't know. What kind of ableist idea was that? Just an autistic guy and an ADHD lady go in a restaurant? Who allowed that? Just going to a restaurant was funny to that, man. That's insane. This joke must be wild. Like, connected jokes. He's like, oh my God! Anyway, we'll go to a restaurant and she'll be like, I don't know what I want. It's stressing me out. I either want pizza or a salad. You choose. And I'm like, those are your options? Is pizza or salad the two most ridiculous ideas, the two most different things? That's like if I was like, hey, I'm going to Japan, where should I go? And my friend was like, you should either go to the Pokemon Center or the Suicide Forest. What kind of life do you live, dude? So my girlfriend hates making decisions. Ironically, very pro-choice. Some of you are like, where's this gonna go? I need to know now. Don't worry. So I just know that if she and I ever go to the clinic, the doctor will come around and I'll go, she'll have the abortion. You can pull back all you want. My girlfriend loves that joke, all right? I told that joke to my girlfriend. She loves it because I told her she does. I will lose all of you. I don't care. You think I'm getting paid for this? Yeah. I like that you're still laughing about that. That's pretty sick. I will say that joke again. Thank you. Thank you, Siri, for wanting that entire joke again. So my girlfriend has ADHD, right? You gotta turn that phone off, lady. That thing's gone off 3 times in the show and I haven't noted it, all right? Until now. We'll see how you guys like this. You guys have been middling on the rest of it, so we'll figure it out. The first time me and my girlfriend ever had sex, I messed up. I accidentally, I was a little nervous. I liked her a lot, and when I get nervous, I get a little gassy, and I went to go kiss her, and I accidentally burped into her mouth. And I apologized. I was like, I'm so sorry. She was like, no, it happens all the time. I was like, I'm so sorry. The worst part is, I had just gone down on her. So I burped her own vagina into her own mouth. A lot of you pulled back on that. So did she. Yeah, it's probably the grossest thing. She says I love you. I don't trust it because of that. Well, I mean, we all make mistakes during sex and whatnot. And if you don't admit that, you're a psychopath. Have some humility, all right? I was for example, the other day I was watching this porn video. Thank you for asking. And there was this. It was this porn video titled "Husband and Wife Make Love." And the first time, when I saw that title, I was like, thank you, for inviting me into your home and making me feel like a guest. I take my shoes off because I want to get some feet involved. But yeah, it was titled "Husband and Wife Make Love," and in the video, the guy tries to dirty talk, and he says some bad dirty talk, where he says to his wife, "Do you like my good boner?" Don't laugh at him, all right? Because he left that in the edit, all right? He could have taken that out, but he was like, I was brave. Keep that in. And his wife doesn't make fun of him, and she goes, I do. Which was gorgeous, all right? That's a beautiful human moment. He messed up, and she didn't punish him for it, which was amazing. She could have been like, That was dumb. Why'd you say that? She didn't, all right? Because instead, she connected with him, and emotionally by saying that, she said, I hear you, I see you, and most importantly, I love you. And then it came in her eye. It was beautiful. I was like, let's get a repeat on that. I'll watch that again. That's better than Gone with the Wind. You know? Come in the eye. Coming to a theater near you. All right. Thank you for the horrible laugh on that one. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really just a weird freak dude, man. I don't know. I had a bunch more written down and I can't read it because I get a little nervous on stage. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Cool. Have you guys ever had an embarrassing moment during sex? All right, okay. We'll move on. Oh, you? Oh, don't worry, you're gonna correct that tonight, all right?
No sex.
What?
No sex.
No sex? Ever?
Well,
I like the, I was jokingly said that, but the defense of, well.
the fortune that you gave me happens. That'd be good.
Okay, all right, it's gonna correct it all. All right. I normally have more material, but you guys, this never really happens. I'm so sorry. This usually doesn't happen. I know a lot of comics will like I'm, as you can see, kind of a very nervous person. A lot of comics will smoke weed to calm down. I can't smoke weed. I get very paranoid on weed. Does anybody else get paranoid on weed?
Yeah.
Like, okay, a few tepid yes, thank you.
Are you from Maine?
No, I just like merchandise. That wasn't sarcastic. That was an accurate statement. I'm from Ohio, though. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go kill myself. No. I was actually. That's the thing is that as soon as somebody goes, oh, as soon as you say where you're from, you have to end your life. That's just. Are you from Michigan?
No.
Then why did you say
I
that?
spent 5 years in Ohio, so.
Oh, okay. So you wanted to kill yourself. I see. I see. Yeah. No, Ohio is Ohio. Basically, my whole family's from Ohio, and whenever we meet somebody else from Ohio, we're just like, "You got out," you know. And so yeah, my mom actually was like super about like we are from Cincinnati, where like when you entered the house, instead of most parents would have like photos of their children on the wall, she just had photos of Cincinnati. Not even in like a skyline, just like the ground. Just like that's the dirt. But no. But I was talking about smoking weed. Sorry, before dumb things were said. Anyway, I got you. I can't smoke weed, dude, because I get mad paranoid. Like people will offer it to me, and I'm like, no, thank you, because I don't want to ruin your night. All right. That's how I'm so bad on weed, dude. I get mad paranoid on it and freak out. And like I told somebody that I was like, yeah, I go through like existential crisis of like, do I even exist? And my friend was like, oh, you got to smoke through that. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like do it every day for like 6 months and it'll be like pretty sick. And then also I can't be a stoner because I love a clean coffee table. All right? Few people here have been to a stoner's house. It's horrible. Look at their coffee table and try not to vomit into your own mouth. All right? Dude, it's so bad. Sometimes it's not even a coffee table. Sometimes it's the box for a reusable Christmas tree. Get any fabric. I don't know, man. I got a few more little jokes here and then I'll head out. If you ever find yourself being jerked off by a deaf person, do know that for them that is saying a lot. Saying a lot of the same thing over and over again. I'll end on this joke, and if it doesn't work, who cares? We all know Batman. His biggest fear is bats. That's why he dresses up as a bat. I just, by the way, just now, I remembered all the rest of my material. Anyway, just right now, all of it was immediately in my brain. We all know that his biggest fear is bats. That's why he dresses up as a bat to be a representation of his biggest fear. I think we really lucked out that his biggest fear wasn't big fat honkin' ding dongs. All right, I'll actually end on this one. I fully believe that autism saved me from my childhood, because actually no. Here, I'll end on this one instead. Sorry to cut through. Surprise for later. Go to my Instagram. That joke's on there. Anyway, did anybody here have like tough parents who like raised you on tough lessons? Okay. One lady was picking her nose while she nodded. I appreciated that. That was like a weird, like, yes, but also I have to do this. And I'm not going to point you out. You know who you are. My mom taught me very tough lessons. She taught me a lesson about like talking back by pretending to abandon me. Yeah. Big like somebody slipped on a banana peel. My mom, she pretended to abandon me. So when I was 9 years old, we went on vacation to Savannah, Georgia, which, by the way, Savannah, Georgia is not a vacation. That is just a different location. We went on to Savannah, and we were at a Walmart, and my mom had started smoking cigarettes, and I had just learned that cigarettes are bad in school. So she went and got a pack of cigarettes, and I went, Mom, cigarettes are bad. And she was like, shut up, pussy, right? Because I was being pussy-esque, you know? A hint of pussy, which is my favorite tortilla chip, actually. But yeah, so we're like arguing as we go back to the car, you know, and I say like, Mom, I hate that you're starting to smoke cigarettes. And she goes, Jacob, I want you to go put the shopping cart away and think about what you just said to me, all right? And I go to put the shopping cart away, and as I do, my mom does the sickest peel out, all right? I see her car leave the parking lot, pull onto the highway, at the last second pull back into the parking lot. She pulls up to me and goes, you learned your lesson yet? And I go, oh my God, give me a cigarette. Jesus Christ, lady, that was I do that to you? Thank you guys, bye-bye.